There are men and gods and beings like Pythagoras. Concern should drive us into action and not into a depression. No man is free who cannot control himself. Choose rather to be strong of soul than strong of body. A blow from your friend is better than a kiss from your enemy. Practice justice in word and deed, and do not get in the habit of acting thoughtlessly about anything. You should make great things, not promising great things. Allow not sleep to close your eyes. Before 3 times reflecting on your actions of the day. What deeds done well, what not, what left undone? Choose always the way that seems the best, however rough it may be. Custom will soon render it easy and agreeable. Friends are as companions on a journey, who ought to aid each other to persevere in the road to a happier life. Silence is better than unmeaning words. Let no one persuade you by word or deed to do or say whatever is not best for you. No man is free who cannot control himself. The oldest, shortest words, yes and no, are those which require the most thought. In anger we should refrain both from speech and action. Do not say a little in many words, but a great deal in few. Most men and women, by birth or nature, lack the means to advance in wealth or power, but all have the ability to advance in knowledge. No one is free who has not obtained the empire of himself. No man is free who cannot command himself. Be silent, or let thy words be worth more than silence. If there be light, then there is darkness. If cold, heat. If height, depth. If solid, fluid. If hard, soft. If rough, smooth. If calm, tempest. If prosperity, adversity. If life, death. Educate the children, and it won't be necessary to punish the men. There is geometry in the humming of the strings. There is music in the spacing of the spheres. Rest satisfied with doing well, and leave others to talk of you as they please. A man is never as big as when he is on his knees to help a child. Above the cloud with its shadow is the star with its light. Reason is immortal, all else mortal. Salt is born of the purest parents, the sun and the sea. Declining from the public ways, walk in unfrequented paths. As soon as laws are necessary for men, they are no longer fit for freedom. We ought so to behave to one another as to avoid making enemies of our friends, and at the same time to make friends of our enemies. Friends share all things. Anger begins in folly and ends in repentance. It is difficult to walk at one and the same time many paths of life. Should one in boldness say, Lo, I am God, besides the one eternal infinite, then let him from the throne he has usurped put forth his power and form another globe, such as we dwell in, saying, This is mine. Nor only so, but in this new domain, forever let him dwell. If this he can, then verily he is a God proclaimed. Ability and necessity dwell near each other. He lived far from the gods, but in his mind he was at home with them. Every triangle is a love triangle if you love triangles. Meaningful silence is better than meaningless words. Do not take roads traveled by the public. Pythagoras, one of the most famous and controversial ancient Greek philosophers, lived from about 570 to about 490 BC. He spent his early years on the island of Samos off the coast of what is now Turkey. At the age of 40, however, he emigrated to the southern Italian city of Croton, where he spent most of his philosophical activity. Pythagoras wrote nothing, nor are there any detailed accounts of his thought by contemporaries. In the first centuries BC, moreover, it became fashionable to portray Pythagoras in a largely unhistorical way as a semi-divine figure, who originated everything that was true in the Greek philosophical tradition, including many mature ideas of Plato and Aristotle. A number of treatises were forged in the name of Pythagoras and other Pythagoreans to support this view. Thanks for watching.